It had been a rainy day of games. Katie discovered it's hard to hold all your cards in one hand. Orbie learned that it's not easy to get at the dice when they roll under the couch. And they both found out that if you leave your window open in a rainstorm, the floor is going to get wet. It was pouring outside when Katie opened the front door. Miguel, Bryn, and Phoebe, who'd come over to play, were all huddled under one big umbrella. Bryn's mom waved from the street and hurried off home. Orbie asked if anybody wanted to play a game of the grouchy troll in the basement. The friends loved the idea, so they asked Dad. It was fine with Dad, who went down with the friends to make sure the basement was safe to play in. While he was there, he built a troll's cave with some empty boxes, blankets, and chairs. Dad climbed back up the stairs so they could play, but brought his work into the kitchen to be nearby. Orbie, looking a lot like a troll with a rag on his head, tooted that he wanted to pretend that the troll was selfish. That he didn't like the villagers coming too near his cave. Then Miguel said that he wanted to be the biggest, strongest villager. He also added that they had to go near the troll's cave because it was right beside their farmland. Katie and Bryn, who were talking with Phoebe, came up with the idea that the troll had something very precious hidden in his cave. Orbie grumbled, "Precious like a diamond?" Katie's eyes sparkled with delight. What if the hidden thing was a wish and he wouldn't share it? Troll Orbie snarled that, of course, he wouldn't share it. Trolls don't share anything, and he hobbled into the cave. The friends were setting up their village when Orbie ran out, burbling that he wasn't the troll right now. He grabbed a sock from the clean laundry pile to keep the wish in and raced back into his cave. Once he was inside, he tooted that now he was the troll again. This caused some giggling among the villagers. To start the game, Miguel walked toward the font. The grouchy troll growled to scare him off. Miguel told the troll that he was very strong. The troll pointed out that he, the troll, was stronger and pounded on his chest to make his point. Miguel did a silly jump in the air and said, "Yikes!" and raced for safety. Next, it was Phoebe's turn. She ran really fast before the troll could pop out of its cave. She shouted, "Hooray!" because she'd gotten past the troll. But Orbie said that she had to get home. Phoebe pretended to pick up some food and then ran back, and Orbie jumped out, making a really silly noise. Phoebe shrieked and almost jumped into Bryn's lap. The grumpy troll scurried back into his cave. He came out, fingering the sock with the wish in it. He burbled in a grouchy sort of way, but he didn't want to share with anybody, even if he was lonely without any friends. He skulked back into his cave. Meanwhile, the villagers were in great discussion, and arms were waving in all directions. Then they walked as a huddled, frightened, giggling mess. And Orbie leapt out of his cave and snarled at them. Miguel told the troll that he didn't need to be so grouchy. The troll grabbed at Miguel, but he moved on, and then the troll caught Katie instead. She shrieked because Orbie surprised her. Bryn and Phoebe raced for safety. In the kitchen, Dad smiled. Having fun was a noisy business. Miguel tried to save Katie, but Orbie yanked her so quickly that she had to go with him. Miguel told the troll that he'd be back, and he ran over to Bryn and Phoebe. Bryn pretended to cry when Miguel announced that the troll had snatched Katie. Immediately, they set about making a rescue plan. In the cave, Katie told the troll that she would be his friend if he'd stop being so crabby. The troll snarled that he would try. The two of them played a game of patty cake, which Orbie did in a trolly sort of fashion. Katie giggled that he wasn't a bad troll, but to have friends, he'd need to learn how to be nice. And he was doing very well until he heard a knocking noise on the cave. When the villagers squeezed into the cave, they were very surprised to find that Katie and the troll were playing a game. Katie invited them to join in, but the troll, who had trouble controlling his grouchiness, told her he didn't want them to play. He wanted to be Katie's only friend. He took all the villagers except Katie and put them in a large, empty cardboard box. The villagers were trying to pretend to be frightened, but the laughing got so out of hand that the entire box fell over, villagers and all. And the villagers begged to be set free amid laughter, but the troll shook his head. Then he wanted to play with Katie, but she crossed her arms and said no. It made her sad to see her friends sent away, and she didn't feel like playing anymore. And she explained that grouchy never worked as well as nice. And Miguel shouted, "Yeah!" Katie was very disheartened and sighed. Then the troll brought out his sock with the wish in it. Maybe it would cheer her up. He begrudgingly asked if he shared his wish with her. Would she play? Katie, tried to decide. After all, the wish was famous around the village. It was considered quite a treasure. Then Katie nodded yes. She knew the perfect wish. The troll held the sock open, and Katie pretended to pull out the wish. To share it, they'd have to wish it together. The troll nodded. As she held the wish up to the sky, she said her wish was that the troll and the villagers could be fine friends. The troll snarled at this. Everybody in the capsized box giggled. But when Katie opened up her fingers and released the wish, the troll no longer saw bothersome villagers. He saw great chums, and together, even with the troll doing everything wrong, they played many happy games. And Britain declared that the friendship between the villagers and the troll would last forever, because one thing had changed. The troll was no longer grouchy. And in fact, villager Katie was right. Grouchy never does work as well as nice. But then, I don't have to tell you because you're one of the nicest people that I know.
You can make stamps out of potatoes. Ask your mom or dad to cut a potato in half. Then, get them to help you cut a design into one half of the potato. Dip the shape into paint, and then start stamping your very own picture. Who knew potatoes could be so much fun?